It's over here. This one. It ain't showing live this is. Huh? Yeah, you put live, but I don't this one. I don't want me to come out on here.
I hit go live and oh, all right. All right, testing one, two. All right, live. I am King Melvin at King and Queen Radio. And just in case you didn't know, this is the Mind Tuner Radio Talk Show. And we're going to have a wonderful, like Ed Sullivan said, we got a really, really big shoe. We got a really big shoe today. We have Michael Flomanha. Yes, he's going to be in the building with us at 7:30. He's an attorney that's really powerfully into brain injuries. And I mean, when I say brain injuries, I'm talking about concussions and all the kind of things that you might say that you think you know about. But when you hear Michael Fromenhoff break it down, you have injuries that you might not even be aware of. And the one thing he says that some of the people are misdiagnosed and some of the people are misrepresented because they really don't have the science behind them as Michael has. So Michael be coming in here letting us know he's going to do here in the building about 7:30. He's going to break it down to us. And he's known for getting millions of dollars. You heard what I said, millions of dollars. So that's 7:30. So keep it locked right here on King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station. You are listening to King Melvin Brown at Brooklyn Station and on the Mind Tuning Talk Radio Show. And like Ed Sullivan would say, we got a really big shoe. We got a really big shoe for you tonight. A really, we got a really big shoe. Tonight we gonna have Popo Gigi. No, not Popo Gigi, but we're gonna have a major politician. A politician that's 29 years old, and his name is Hercules Reed. And I am just here to let you know this young man, he's really a mind-tuned young man. So he's going to be on the Mind Tuning Show, letting everybody know he's running for the 58th district in Brooklyn, New York. And his district that he's running for will be the Flatbush and Brownsville. So this young man will be on our show, the Mind Tuning Show, letting us know how serious he is about running for the state senate. So tonight, just on our shoe, we have a really big shoe tonight. And I am King Melvin on the Mind Tuning Radio Talk Show. Excuse me for my Ed Sullivan impersonation because we have a really big shoe tonight. Well, that was my Ed Sullivan impersonation. I want y'all to hear about, you always got something powerful about the Black American community. Check this out. This is awesome. You must check this out.
2, 1.
This is unbelievable. And if you can answer a couple of these inventions, call in at 718-253-4239. Again, call in, but you need 3 inventions. Let me hear 3, and you can win a gift certificate.
The black man is a great creator. From the minds of blacks came bed racks, signals for train tracks, and the smokestack. The egg beater, the home heater, ice cream so life would be sweeter. a cure for smallpox, the U.S. mailbox. The black mind is as strong as an ox. The hand stamp, the electric lamp. When it comes to inventing, blacks are champs. The clothes dryer, the extinguisher for the fire, peanut butter, the biscuit cutter, the lunch pail, the portable scale, the harpoon for the well, the key ring. Looks like blacks invented everything. Blacks are able. This is not a fable. We even invented the kitchen table, the auto fishing reel, the envelope seal, the train alarm to keep us from harm, motors for cars, guitars for rock stars, the rocket catapult so we can reach Mars, the dustpan, the doorstop, the pressure cooker, and the mop. And let it be told, a black man invented the commode, the traffic signal for the road, and the ice cream mold, the fruit press, the printing press. Without blacks, this nation would be in a mess. The medicine tray, the electric railway, reparations, you know they should pay. Horse saddles, rockets for battle, apparatus for roping cattle, the disposable needle, a discharge for torpedoes, the insect gun to kill the mosquito, the record player on to hear the Beatles, the player piano, the remote control to change the channel, the video commander, nothing could be grander. Ear clips, potato chips, airships for scenic trips, the lemon squeezer, oh what a pleaser. Sugar refinement, not an easy assignment. Bottle caps, jock straps, so the athlete can make his laps. The sweeper for the street, the brush and comb to look neat, the folding chair, the auto transmission for changing gear, the wrench, the typewriter, invented by blacks to make the workload lighter. Blood plasma and rods for the curtain. Without these inventions, it's certain we'd be hurting. The baby buggy, the air conditioner when it's muggy, the gas burner and stainless steel pads, invented by blacks. Aren't you glad? The bicycle frame, the golf tee to enhance the game, window cleaner, the sprinkler to make the lawn greener, the clothes dresser, the folding bed, invented by blacks. You heard what I said.
Don't forget, I need three inventions. Call up 718-253-4239. 3 inventions from Black Innovations.
The ironing board, the scooter board, the stand for the keyboard. Black inventions are very broad. The helicopter for flight and military might, the fire escape ladder, the urinalysis machine for the bladder, the digital toaster, the roller coaster, the guided missile, the holder for toilet tissue, a fountain pen to write an epistle, a planter for corn, the best thing since the horn, the furniture caster, the cell phone to communicate faster, the radiation detector, the doorknob and lock as a property protector, the mask for the gas, the mower for the grass, a sharpener for your pencil, a pastry fork, what a utensil, the horseshoe, the human shoe. Without blacks, what would we do? The bridle bit to keep the horse on course, the children of Africa. Oh, what a resource!
Just in case you all didn't know, you are listening to King and Queen Radio. My name is King Melvin at BrooklynStation. And that was Black Innovation. Now, you know the rule. If you wanted to win something, you needed to at least say 3 of the inventions you just heard. 3, and that will get you some gift certificates. But you have to have 3 inventions. That was Black Innovation at the top of the hour. You are listening to the Mind Tuning Radio Talk Show, and I am King Melvin Brown, right here on King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation. We got a big, incredible night for you. We got 2 powerful guests. We got Mike Floman Hoff coming and letting you know about all of the brain injuries that's misdiagnosed and also some people are misrepresented because nobody knows brain injuries like Michael Fromenhoff. So please stay tuned. He's coming in the building at 7:30. So if you got any questions and if you want some $1 million, you got a case and it's $1 million, and you know that you're not clear about that, you need to listen to this guest that's Michael that's coming on at 7:30. And at the top of the hour, 8:15, 8:10 rather, we got a strong person that's running strong for the 58th district. His name is Hercules Reed. So he will be in the building at 8:10. So get your questions ready because he's a young man that he got his mind tuned. He's going after the prize of the state assembly. So keep it locked right here. Right now, we want to let you hear about the song called Can I Talk to You by yours truly. And just in case y'all didn't know, we got some updates coming up from the magazine. We want you to know about it. We're going to give it to you before it comes out for print. All right. Oh, yeah. Check this out. Now I'm going to take you into the test project. I've done this live for the first time at Lennox Lounge. See what you think about this. This is live. Cafe Walk. You're listening to Mind Tuning on the Talk Radio. I'm King Melvin, King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station. Check this out.
I just want to acknowledge everybody for being here. Artists and people that receive artists are just so wonderful. So I just want to tell the people back. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna just pump it up a little bit. It's all right if we just turn the heat up a little bit.
Yeah, turn it up.
Turn the heat up a little bit.
Turn it up.
Hey, come on now. Hey, I said, everybody. I said, we're gonna turn the heat just a little bit. I said, we're gonna take it up just a little bit. Oh yeah. I said, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Where's the harmony? We're gonna get it. Come on. We're gonna get it. I said, everybody, we're gonna do this fun.
Hello, caller. This is King Melvin Brown at King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station. What's going on?
Hey, this is Candace Darrow. How are you, King Melvin?
Oh, man, that's good. That's good. I'm doing real good. We're just waiting for our 7:30 guest. You're a little early, so his name is Michael Fromenhoff, and he's a specialist in major brain injuries. And what's interesting about Michael, he has most brain injuries are misdiagnosed, and also they're misrepresented because nobody really knows brain injury like Michael. So he's going to come on at about 7:30 and break it down to us, and I'm hoping we get some people to call in and first listen and hear how he break it down, because basically the way he explained it is that he's elite. His elite representation of victims of traumatic brain injuries include concussions and severe chronic pain. And what's good about this, these injuries are frequently undiagnosed, and the people who have them, they inadequately represented. So they're highly advanced in providing unrecognizable brain injuries, and they're successful at achieving not millions, but multi-million-dollar awards for these conditions, even on cases where the injuries are not obvious. So this is really huge. You know, we always hear about brain injuries, but we really the science of it, he got that down pat. So Darryl, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in and calling in. This is the Mind Tuning Talk Radio show. So if you're on the air, so You have anything that you would like to say about mind tuning or our guests or what have you?
I think it's interesting. I'm curious to ask him, the gentleman who represents people in brain injuries, has he represented a lot of those people in NFL? I know a couple years ago there was a lot of discussion around all these NFL players that was experiencing concussions and brain damage. I'm wondering if he was the specialist that represented them.
I love you. You can tell you in journalism. You can tell you in investigative reporting. You could just tell you do research because that question is a powerful question because that was a pretty noteworthy and publicity. A lot of public heard about that about those NFL because that's a real serious contact sport. So it's interesting. That would be a great question. So I just hope you can hang around. If you can't, call back. But that is huge because that's a serious contact sport. And I did remember that some of them were walking around with brain injuries and they was misdiagnosed.
Yeah, and it's been downplayed. The media is they're gonna downplay that. It's a bad representation. For it's a billion-dollar industry, and they probably don't want any bad press about that. But can you imagine the number of professional NFL players who have suffered some form of brain injury?
Yeah,
I mean,
that
it's
that
probably a large number, but you won't hear too much about it in the media.
well, I just want you to know that that's why I have Michael on because he can really address that because he was explaining to me that even some of the people that take these cases, you know, he has the science that most attorneys and doctors don't even have access to. And I was like, excuse me? He was like, he specialized in his field to such a minute degree. Guess what? Some of the attorneys that have these cases, Michael is so deep, they just give the case to him because it, he's that good. So imagine an attorney has a brain injury case and can't handle it because it's too deep for them, so they go to Michael. That's how deep
Wow.
Michael is, So I'm very excited to have him explain, traumatic brain injuries because he was explaining to me, they get into the science of what the long term effects going to be on you. Sometimes everybody get into the immediate, but Michael is so deep. He can tell you, well, this traumatic brain industry, this is the long term effect that this person's going to have. So that's how deep his science and research goes about uh, letting people know what the long term effects and being able when some of them is not even detected and they say or what they say inadequately diagnosed, they go to Michael and Michael will properly diagnose them. It's amazing. I mean, I heard about traumatic brain injuries, but when I heard it, the way he speak about it, it's a it's really it's an eye opener, big time.
Wow.
He
Wow, you
deals
have
with
a you have a nice lineup. You have a nice lineup
oh
today,
yeah,
King Melvin.
the young. Did I
You-
tell you about
Another,
the young guy that's coming to the politician? Guess what his name is?
yeah, Hercules Reed.
Yes, Hercules Reed. I mean, you know, that's strong right there. So, but I like about 29 years old. I mean, running for state assembly. I mean, I did the politic thing. I ran for city council and state senate. So I'm excited to see this young man, hit the microphones on King of Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station, on the mind tuning talk show. He's a mind tuner. His mind is tuned. If he's running at 29 years old, if he's running for the New York State Senate, then that young man is mind tuned because I what I'm telling you, for me, 29 years old, I wasn't thinking that deep and that serious. My mind wasn't tuned like that.
No, no, yeah, not mine either. You know, I wish it was.
Oh, exactly. So I'm excited about hearing what his platform is. I liked one thing. He did an interview that I did my research on, and a lot of people didn't want him to run because they like, what are you going to do at 29 years old? And that's one of the compelling many reasons he's running. But I remember that's one of the reasons why he said that's why I'm running. And he
I'm
had.
excited and anxious to hear like what his vision is for Brooklyn, his platform, his agenda, the things that he wants to get accomplished in Brooklyn for the people. Now, Brooklyn, I mean, you're no stranger to Brooklyn, King Melvin. Brooklyn is a dynamic borough right now. There's a
It is.
lot of development going on in Brooklyn. A lot of investments going on. You know, it's really it's transformed. It's constantly evolving and transforming.
I have to agree. I'm born and raised in Brooklyn. I'm 69 young, so I've seen some serious changes. And part of the change is this young man being 29 years old and putting his hat in the ring. And not only that, he's got some serious experience. He did some work with Honorable Mayor Adams, and when
Hmm.
he was borough president. And plus, he got some grassroots organizations behind him. And dig this, he got the unions behind him. I'm talking about what unions? Um, and
Whoa.
yes, I can see him winning the seat. And one thing that I remember I was checking out with his interview, he was not really interested, but he was overheard a student body. They was getting ready to uh, put a rule that if you miss 3 classes, something to the effect that that will bring your grade down. He was like, "Excuse you, if you miss
Yeah,
three
he
classes."
thought it was preposterous.
Yeah, he said three. He said, "You know how easy it is to miss 3 classes." He said, so he got in there and he said, "No, no, no, no. We y'all can't do that." And he fought for that, and he went back to the students and informed them. So, do y'all know what's going on? And they didn't know what's going on. And from that point on, I believe he got interested in running for the student body, and
Wow.
that started his interest in, we're not represented. And he was thinking, how many other places, you know we won't be represented, so it's just a pretty interesting story. And again, I got my poster up here in the studio, you know when I was running for you know state senate and city council with on the independent ticket with then Mayor Bloomberg. So I got me my my memorabilia to let him
Wow,
know.
you know what, King Melvin? Do you still talk to Mayor Bloomberg from time to time? You ever communicate with him?
Well, yeah, we got some stuff getting ready to happen, because my heart is about runaways, orphans, and adopted children in foster care. So
Hmm.
we're rolling out our nonprofit organization. So all of the stuff we're going to do on the profit part of our company, we're going to be doing fundraisers for the orphans, adoption, and nonprofit organizations. So he's very interested in what I'm doing. So uh, that's going to be very interesting. This is why I I'm so excited about being able to uh, partner up with him to see, how we could work together, and make some things happen.
Yeah, he's an amazing person. I knew a lot of strong constituent base from my high school. You know, there was a quite he got a, had quite a lot of support. His constituent base. I saw something recently in the news that he's backing some kind of initiative. I'm not sure if you saw it, but there was some press recently. about something that Bloomberg is partnering. I think it was with a major corporation.
Mhm.
Uh, I'm not sure. I wish I should be on my P's and Q's. I should know more about it. But one time I reached out to him by letter
Mhm.
to support the Viet Vet campaign, and we were trying to educate people around showing more concern and compassion for our Vietnam veterans. And he was supportive. He actually responded, which I was like impressed. A lot of times, you reach out, but you don't know whether or not you're going to get any kind of response sometimes from our from our politicians. So it's really good when you have people who are in office that's representing that seem to be reachable and responsive to just the common citizen. So I always look to that in politicians because we put them in office and they work for us.
That is true. That is true. That's what I like about the Honorable uh, Mayor Eric Adams. I was at the gun violence summit, and he came into the office, and I got a military background, in the nation. So when I saw a person of that stature, I stood up like to an attention in a sign of
Right.
respect. So he said to me on my shoulder, "You don't have to stand for me. I stand for you." I said,
Wow.
and he got on the podium and he started out with that. He said, "I don't stand for me. I stand for you. I didn't come here to be served. I came here to serve." I'm like, whoa. So I concur. And Mayor Bloomberg, he's a humble servant. I enjoyed his reign, and that's why I'm looking forward to reaching out and doing some great work with a great man. And I always tell everybody, I don't care what the so-called problems is in this country. I love the United States of America.
Oh yes,
I'm just
indeed,
I'm just
indeed. Me
saying.
too. Me
I'm
too.
just saying I don't care.
Greatest country in the world.
I'm
Greatest
just
country in the
saying.
world. I'm so glad I was born in the United States of America.
Yes, I'm just saying. Listen, I can't say nothing wrong about it. Listen. I know life happens. So what? Life happens. That's what life is about. So I don't have anything negative to say about anything. I'm just glad to be in this wonderful experience called life, be it so called bad or be it good, indifferent. I'm just happy to be alive and be able to be the best me that I possibly can. So we're at the top of the hour. So if you can hang with me, Minister Darrell, I call him Minister Darrell for social media. Could you just hold on? It's the top of the hour. I got to give a little shout out to
Yes,
one of
sir.
our sponsors.
I feel hope.
Okay, just hold there for a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, just want to let you know we giving shout out to our major sponsor, Hourglass. Yeah, Hourglass is a five-star restaurant located in the heart of Hell's Kitchen on the famous Restaurant Row, 373 West 46th Street between 8th and 9th. This is our major sponsor. Not only that, they are going to be hosting. They are going to be hosting at their space the 29th of this month, which is a Wednesday, and July the 26th, which is a Wednesday. Uh, Singing songwriters meet late night comedy. Let me say that again. A new entertainment concept. Singer songwriters meet late comedy. So that's going to be a blast. It's going to be wonderful. And again, we have two shows. One is going to be at 10:15 p.m. and the other one's going to be at 11:45. So you're late. We just came into June the 21st. That's the first day of summer. So people are going to be hanging out late. So come on by there to the Hourglass Bistro and hang out with the singer-songwriters Meet Comedy. That's going to be June the 29th and July the 6th. And that's going to be at 373 West 46th, between 8th and 9th. and it's 2 minute 2 drink cover charge, $15 at the door cover charge, and 2 drink minimum. You do not want to miss it. I mean, it's funny. Ha ha! I'm killing myself over here. It's funny. It's gonna be funny. You don't want to miss it. Oh my goodness! So you're listening to King Melvin on the Mind Tune and Talk Radio Show, Brooklyn Station, King of Queen Radio. All right, that's that commercial. All right, and we got Minister of Social Media, Darryl Fitzgerald. We're glad to have you on the air with us. And by when you have you on the air, man, you have an incredible public access, I hear.
Well, I'm a creative content producer at King Melvin, and been in the production world for a little while. I'm a talk show host of a public affairs talk show, Candid Conversations with Daryl Fitzgerald. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it on Facebook, and it's just a great voice for the people. I coined it the show of the people, for the people, by the people, for all people. And we get into all kinds of issues, and it's like a little bit of a piece of a hybrid of like a late night show, and we get into some real strong socio-political discourse. So Candid Conversations with Daryl Fitzgerald, check it out. It's on YouTube. You can visit the Facebook page, and you'll find something in it for you. So I've been producing that show for 8 years, and created a couple other production brands, Candy Cozy Talk, Candid Daryl's Power Interviews, The Truth Hurts with Daryl. I've just been having a great time being a servant for the people, and we need to have a voice. Always make sure that we have a voice, speak truth to power, that the people's voices are represented. Because sometimes it's what's important to regular people may not always seem to be important to the powers that be. So we got to always have that kind of a voice to interface with them, to let them know what is important to us. So that's what I'm all about, King Melvin.
Well, I thank you for sharing that, because I know you're a professional, and I've been on your show, and it's just been great, and it's just an honor that we can partner up. And I think media is extremely important. That is our voice, and we don't need to be waiting for somebody else to tell our story the way we want our story to go. We just need to have media and I'm an advocate for having more media. So we're going to have more magazines. Talking about the magazine, we're going to have the magazine called New York Global Biz that's coming out any day now. And we got the wonderful, I'm not supposed to say this, but I'm giving my listeners a sneak preview. We got the gorgeous, incredible Dionne Warwick on the cover. Come on, somebody.
All right now. The one and only. She's a legend, living legend.
And guess what the title is? It's the first female artist signed to a $5 million record deal. Come on, somebody. The first.
Wow.
That is going to be in New York Global Biz. We also got the King and Queen Radio talking about the dance festival with an incredible logo. And yours truly and my sister is on the cover with the Honorable Mayor Adams. So I'm just trying to say, so it's incredible. And we got the Ketanji Brown. Can't take them Browns, no. Ketanji Brown Jackson. Most people don't even know she's the United States Supreme. She's been chosen by Biden to head the U.S. Supreme Court. Come on, somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Ketanji. So the New York Global Biz is going to be dropping it like it's hot. And then we got the 100 Black Men that did a successful program. Have the people that's coming from incarceration. They created and sponsored a Dress for Success, gave them all kind of suits and made them look like politicians coming back into the system. I mean, we got a ton of stuff that's getting ready to come out in the New York Global Biz magazine. And the 8 Tony nomination for they got a Broadway play called the 6 Broadway Musical, London production. Oh my goodness. We just got what I like about New York Global Biz is a lifestyle and business trend magazine. And we're looking for writers. We're going to have opportunities for writers, people to be able to be account executives, selling ads. It's just a lot of major uh, advertising coming out in this magazine. And we're also going to be featuring, guess what? You could be in your apartment with a studio and you're going to be able to grow fruits and vegetables and herbs on your counter. You heard what I said? Fruits and
Wow.
vegetables and
Wow. You
herbs.
speak to amaze me, King Melvin. You just amazing. I mean, I marveled every single time I get to communicate with you and talk with you because you are such a consummate professional. I mean, I learn something new every day. That's why I'm so happy that I'm able to be able to work with you and support what you do. It's like a win situation.
Well, we have to be. We have to be, Minister Darrell, because mind tuning is about really getting our minds tuned. Because if our minds are tuned, we can co-create with the Creator. And when you get your mind tuned and start co-creating with the co-creator, all things are possible. All things. And not average and ordinary stuff, extraordinary stuff. So I'm excited to be able to teach mind tuning and teach people that, just like our dear leader and teaching guide, he probably was the best example of co-creating with Source, with the Holy Spirit, walking on the planet Earth. And he was trying to let us know we have that same ability. So I'm
Indeed,
excited.
indeed.
I'm so excited. We got a King and Queen Radio. We got them on the back cover. We got their whole lineup, 24/7 lineup on the schedule. Sunday Gospel, 6 a.m. to 11. We got the Queens' Pyramid with DJ Z Vega. We got jazz music. We got the top 20 indie countdown, country music, Sister Dubong show, and Jamaica music. And there we go, Jamaica and Africa show. Oh my goodness, international reggae. Oh my goodness, the best of online radio in the world. I'm so excited to be part of this King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station. I can't stand it. And we got our sponsor. I think I was telling you, we getting ready to do some comedy at Hourglass. And if you call in, you all know the number. If you call in 718-253-4239, that number again is 718-253-4239. And if you can remember, at the top of the hour, I played Black Innovations. In Black Innovations, they talk about all the inventions that Black Americans created, every last one of them. And I only asked you to name three. If you name three, you will win a 5-star gift certificate for our major sponsor, the Hourglass Bistro. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, I think that's great. You provided such useful information to the communities. Challenging us to do our research and to learn and to appreciate the depth of the history of people and what they've contributed to America.
Yes.
There's a lot of stories that aren't told, that people don't hear about, and anyone who has the capacity to educate and to bring these true stories to the surface is just doing an amazing job. So I commend you, King Melvin.
I mean, I was shocked when I heard Black Innovations. Or we invented just about everything. I mean, from the ironing board to the toaster to plasma to the train track to the engine, from the switches to I mean, I could not believe, my mouth dropped to the ground. Like, what? Everything we contribute is amazing. So this is why it's going to be so important for people to listen to this Black innovation, because we are shocked. I mean, the whole America is shocked to see what kind of inventions. And one of the parts says, what would we do if we didn't have those inventions? It was just amazing. So I always try to play that at the top of the hour and at the end of the hour. But right now, I'm going to put a song that I created called Baby, Baby, Baby. I don't know if you heard this one. Daryl, but I want your opinion of it because you do showcase new music, correct?
I sure do. I do showcase new music on 930 AM WPAT every week on Wednesdays from about 5:30 p.m. We go live. We do some celebrity interviews and always trying to encourage people who are creative in process of songwriting. And we play new music as well as seasoned artists. So I'm ready to hear it, King Melvin. I'm looking forward to hearing your creation.
Well, here it goes. And give me your opinion about it, please. I really
All
value
right
your
now.
opinion. I really value your opinion. Yeah, I want to tell you about this song. Yeah, this song's about, when you see that female that's checking you out, and she's checking you out. Brown. That's what the song's all about. King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station, live. This is Baby Baby. Baby, 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 I like what I see. You watching me. I want you like you want me, baby, baby. The eyes don't lie, so don't deny. You want me to, like I want you. You want me, baby, baby. What are we gonna do? Just me and you, baby, baby. We got to do what grown folks do, just me and you. 'Cause I'm feeling you like you feeling me, so let's get free. You do me, and I do you, baby, baby. My eyes like what they see. You a cutie and a beauty. Look at those lips, those sassy, sexy hips, baby, baby. Yeah. I want you like you want me. What are we gonna do with this electricity between we? I got an idea. You touch me and I touch you. Squeeze me, love me, don't tease me. I want you like you want me, so please me. Don't tease me, but love me and please me. Whoa, baby, I want you, I need you. Whoa, baby, I got to have you, baby. I want you like you want me, baby. Let's do what grown folks do, me and you, baby.
All right now, King Melvin. That song is jamming. Jamming.
Whoa, coming from Minister of Social Media? Jamming?
Oh yeah, that's jamming, King Melvin. You know what? I like the way. You know what? I was just talking to somebody on the phone the other day, and I was like, I'm getting real selective when it comes to the music. And I'm like, we need songs that are like forward moving. We need songs that when they're produced, they're like they actually traveling in time. Like they're forward moving. They have a
Yes, yes.
sound that's modern, that's relatable, that's moving into the future. And that single right there has that type of sound. It's
Wow.
moving
Come
into the
on,
future.
somebody. You got me smiling from ear to ear coming because you a hard critiquer. So I'm touched, moved, and inspired. I mean, when Source gave that to me, it was, and the video was unbelievable. The video story, the story goes like this: the guy is a superstar, and everybody's cheering him on like a Michael Jackson scene, and then he locks into this girl. This girl locks into him, and she locks into him first, and then she's so intense. He the whole background crowd dies down, and it's just you can see them moving, but you can't hear them. It's just him and her. He's going back and forth singing the song to her, and it gets, oh my God, it gets intense.
Like frozen in time.
Yes, because
Wow. Like the only thing that exists is just him and her.
yes, yeah. Even though you can see the background and the thousands of stands screaming and hollering, she was so intense with him. Out of all of that, she broke through the intensity of all them thousands of fans, and she locked into him, and he locked into her, and then next thing you know, he's singing a song to her, and that's where the song comes out, baby, baby, I want you like you want. Oh my goodness, yes. So and when I had an interview with it, I said, if Marvin Gaye and Barry White had a chance to do a song together, that's how it would sound. Because as you know, the baritone, you hear the baritone in there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard it.
And
Yep.
then you heard the tenor with Marvin.
Yep, I heard that too. I
So,
heard that too.
so
I was letting it come. I was going to let it come from your mouth before I even try to make that connection. Yep. Yeah, but I was thinking Marvin when I was hearing it. Yeah, I
oh
totally was
yeah,
thinking Marvin. Yeah.
I said, this is, even though it's a sensual song, it's tastefully done, very similar to Sexual Healing. Even though I think mine is a little more subtle than Marvin's, but Marvin's Sexual Healing, it was tastefully done.
Yeah,
So
I like the vocals of it,
yes,
the intensity of it, the sincerity and the vocals. I mean, a lot of the music now, we need more music that's kind of like connecting people.
can,
Like
can I can I?
songs that keep people together.
I think
Where
Michael's trying.
where you
I think.
understand the value of what
Can you hear
relationship
me?
is,
Can you hear me?
and
Can you hear
and
me?
want to keep the relationship.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear
I
me?
can hear you.
I think Michael's trying to come in, and I'm gonna hang up, and you can call back. All right.
All right now.
Thank you. Yes. Yes. All right. Unbelievable. Well, just in case y'all didn't know, you are listening to King Melvin live, not dead, but live. And please try to be able to tune in because all kind of good stuff is getting ready to happen here tonight. And I would like for you to understand that we have a young politician coming in here, going to be in the building at 8:10. So give us a call back. Yes, please give us a call back. And you listen to Mind Tuning, Talk Radio, and I'm King Melvin right here. So keep it locked right here. All right. Yes, this is King Melvin on the Mind Tuning Radio Talk Show, and you're listening to King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station. Who is this?
Michael Fulmenhoff.
All right. Everybody was waiting. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you didn't know, we got Mike on the line, and Mike is definitely the Flomenhoff law firm, and he's renowned for its elite representation of victims of traumatic brain injury, and including concussions and severe chronic pain. These injuries are frequently undiagnosed, and the people who have been inadequately represented. They are highly advanced in proving unrecognizable brain injuries and are very successful in multi-million-dollar awards for these conditions, even on cases where the injuries are not obvious. Michael, please take the floor. I think this is a very, very exciting subject matter, and glad to have you on King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station. So, talk to us about your specialty.
Okay, thanks very much for this opportunity. So yeah, I mean, as you said, that a major emphasis of my practice is traumatic brain injury, and that includes concussion. And many of us have heard the word concussion, and concussion also refers to a traumatic brain injury. Most concussions involve, young people, and young people can recover from concussions pretty well most of the time. But if you have a concussion in your 30s or 40s or 50s or 60s or older, the brain's ability to recover from the concussion is much less, and the consequences of that concussion can be long lasting, if not permanent. I think the thing that's really important to know, and I'm talking about concussion because most brain injuries involve concussion, although I deal with even much more obvious and severe brain injuries. But lots of times people have a concussion, whether from a construction site or a motor vehicle collision, and they'll go to the doctor, and the doctor will order a CAT scan or an MRI of the brain, and that will show up, and almost all the time, those imaging studies will appear negative, and so the doctor will come out and give you assurance that everything's okay and your brain was spared from injury. But for a lot of people, in the aftermath of this type of insult to the head, and by the way, you don't need to have a hit in the head to have a concussion. You can have just a whiplash to the neck is enough to concuss the brain. In the aftermath, they experience changes, and those changes can be irritability. It could be problems with short-term memory. It could be slowness, a sense of slowness in your thinking. It could be a change in your personality. It could be an inability to think, in the way that, in the quality and the way they used to. And and if you're in your 40s or 50s or 60s or even 30s, and this happens to you, you may think, well, maybe I'm just aging. When in fact, there's a good chance if you've had an accident, whether a construction accident or a motor vehicle accident or a trip and fall or a slip and fall, that the brain has been damaged in ways that imaging can't, the conventional imaging can't detect. And so my firm concentrates on the representation of those types of injuries where people have injuries to their brain, but they're not necessarily obvious to their doctors or on imaging right away, or in the way they appear to their friends and family initially in terms of their ability to talk or their intelligence, because these brain injuries don't necessarily affect your intelligence, but they affect your ability to use your intelligence. So if you're in the audience and you have that type of problem, you know what I'm talking about. So wow. That's a little introduction to what I do.
Well, I want to thank you so much because I had a caller, that put out a very interesting question. He said, remember when the NFL, they was trying to downplay all of those brain injuries, and so he was interested in, what your take was on that, because that was a pretty publicized event, because that's a serious contact sport, to say the least.
Okay, so I mean, I'm not sure I hear it totally, but I think the way I hear the question is that what's my take on the NFL and the whole issue?
Yes.
In that context, is that the question?
Yes, it is. Okay,
so I think that it's really to understand that the brain is about 2.5 to 3 pounds, and it's really the consistency of Jell-O. I mean, so it's very, very delicate, and it wasn't built. It wasn't built to withstand the types of forces and traumas that football players, especially professional football players, but college football players, and now you see how developed high school football players are. It wasn't built to withstand those type of traumas. And so there's no question in my mind that football players at the high school level and the college level and the professional level that are involved in those collisions are damaging their brain, and that damage may not and those either full-blown concussions or mini concussions may not show up symptomatically right away, but over time, even after you stop playing football, eventually for many people it's going to show up, and it's going to cause an accelerated decline mentally in 40s and 50s and 60s. And so, after all the cheering stops, the loved ones of those players have to deal with former players who physically were at one point in their lives were looked like Hercules, but now mentally are old men way before their time. So yeah, I think football is really professional football, but all those things, sports are very, very dangerous to players' brains, and the criteria for evaluating concussion and evaluating whether players can play is, to me, very inadequate. So I have a very harsh view towards that.
Wow. Okay. Well, Michael, please let everybody know how they can reach you. And I want to thank you so much for taking your time and making this an interesting, powerful conversation.
Sure. I appreciate this opportunity. Sure. My website is www.brainjusticeny. That's BrainJusticeny.com, and you can learn a lot about me and what my law firm does by looking at my website. So, thanks very much for this opportunity.
Well, thank you. You're listening to Michael on King of Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station. This is on the Mind Tuning Talk Show, and we want to thank Michael. Mike, you're not going to be a stranger because we know this is important for our community. Thank you again.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Just in case y'all didn't know, that was Mike Frommenhoff from his practice of major brain injuries, traumatic brain injuries, and he gave us a real education on how people can be misdiagnosed and also how he felt about the contact sport of the NFL. So we want to thank Michael, and he will not be a stranger because I'm pretty sure we're going to know more about that. So stay tuned. Keep it locked right here. Just in case you didn't know, you are listening to King Melvin on the King and Queen Radio Show, Brooklyn Station, and you're listening to Mind Tuning Talk Show. And keep it locked right here. We have a powerful, powerful politician coming up, and strong. It's a strong. Hercules Reed will be in the building at 8:10. So keep it locked right here. And I want to hear everybody. You need to call in at 718-253-4239. That number again is 718-253-4239. And I'm excited about the young man telling us what his platform is all about. You're listening to King Melvin on the Mind Tuning Radio Show, Brooklyn Station. And just in case you didn't know, we are getting ready to do singer-songwriter meet late comedy. That's right. Yours truly, King Melvin. I will be doing singer-songwriter meets comedy, and that's going to be funny. I'm talking about funny, ha ha, heedy ha ha. I mean, laughing. I'll be killing myself over there. I just got finished doing a Broadway comedy show, famous Broadway comedy show. So we're getting ready to do comedy at our sponsor called the Hourglass Restaurant, 5-star restaurant in the heart of Hell's Kitchen on the famous Restaurant Row, 373 West 46th Street, between 8th and 9th. And I kid you, 2 shows. If you can't get both shows, get one of them. The first show going to be 10:15 every Wednesday starting the 29th of this month, and the next show will be the 6th of July. 2 shows, 10:15 and 11:45 p.m. You need to book your show. Reservations only. You can't just come in and just bogart the place. You got to have reservations. And if you want to know how to make a reservation, you need to call 347-346-3047. Come on, you know you ain't supposed to be listening to this radio without a pen and pencil or some kind of recording device. Let me say that number again, because I see you dropping the pens in the paper. Come on, you can't even find a paper. And then when you find that pen, you know it ain't writing. 347-346-3047. So stay tuned. Book one of those shows. All right. At the top of the hour, we just heard from Michael, the master brain attorney for brain injury. So keep it locked right here. If you want to know more information about that, keep it locked at King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station. Check this out. There's some new music from yours truly. All right. King and Queen Radio. Did y'all know, or did not know, that we're getting ready to have the Global Magazine? New York Global Biz Magazine is getting ready to come out with a powerful issue, and Dionne Warwick is on the cover. That's what I said. 80 something odd, sexy young, unbelievable. Dionne Warwick. I'm just trying to tell you, she's on the cover, and we have the Honorable Eric Adams on the cover. It's just going to be amazing, unbelievable. So keep it locked right here. And we got at the top of the hour, we're going to be having Hercules Reed running for the 58th district. Going to be in the building real soon. So check this out. This next song, check it out. See what you think. This is yours truly live right here at King of Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station. This is called Cold Winter Day. You know when somebody up and leave you. Lyrics by Mel Brown and beats by Elohim. Keep it locked right here. I can relate to this once in a while. Check this out. King of Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station. Cold Winter Day. It was a cold winter day, and when you upped and walked away, and you never came back that day. It was a cold winter day, when you upped and walked away, and you never came back that day. Now I'm on the outside looking in. Now I'm on the outside looking in. And I wanna be on the inside with you. I wanna be on the inside with you. It's cold on the outside without you. It's cold on the outside without you. I could have cried and died when you left me. I could have cried and died when you left me. You really hurt me and desert me. You really hurt me and desert me. It was a cold winter day when you upped and walked away, and you never came back that day. Now I'm on the outside looking in. Now I'm on the outside looking in. And I wanna be on the inside with you. And I wanna be on the inside with you. It was cold on the outside without you. It's cold on the outside without you. Could have cried and died when you left me. I could have cried and died when you left me. You really hurt me and desert me. You really hurt me and desert me. I could have cried and died when you left me. I could have cried and died when you left me. You really hurt me and desert me. You really, really hurt me and desert me. I could have cried and died when you left me. You really hurt me and desert me. All right. That was yours truly, just in case y'all didn't know. I mean, you better not ask somebody, but you better ask somebody. Come on, somebody. Just in case y'all didn't know, you're live right here. Not dead. You're live right here on King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station. And I told you, we got a strong show for you tonight. A strong show. We got Hercules Reed going to be in the building. That's what I'm talking about. And it's a young man, so get them calls ready. 718-253-4239. Young man, 29 years old, 29 years young, going into politics, running for the 58th district. Oh, yeah, 58th district, and getting ready to do that state senate thing. Oh, yeah, so you need to keep it locked right here. I'm trying to tell you something. Oh, yeah. We want to let y'all know that he's in the building at King and Queen Radio, and I'm very excited to have that so that we all know that it's all good. Yes. And just in case y'all didn't know, the major news magazine, King and Queen Radio, and we have a magazine that's called New York Global Biz, and I'm gonna give you guys a heads up. I'm gonna give you guys a heads up on some of the captions that's going to be in this new magazine. We're going to be talking about 594-page book celebration, Black Love Romance. These are two sisters that are childhood best friends released a new 594 book, celebrates Black love and romance. This is one of the subject matters going to be in New York Global Biz. Now, I'm not supposed to let y'all know any of the secrets that's going to be in this magazine, New York Global Biz. But I know y'all ain't going to tell nobody. So I'm just, we're going to keep that a secret. And another headline, check this headline out. That's going to be in New York Global Biz. The first Black-owned accredited school that teaches how to start a holistic practice. Come on, somebody. Now, New York Global Biz, I mean, every story that they have in that magazine is a wow story. Now, I'm going to read that again. And this is a woman that makes history. She launches the first Black accredited school that teaches you how to start a holistic practice. Accredited. So that's going to be one of the captions that's going to be in this New York Global magazine. I'm excited about this magazine because guess who's on the cover? Now, I'm not supposed to tell y'all who's on the cover of New York Global magazine, but between you and I, Dionne Warwick. Come on, somebody. I'm talking about Dionne Warwick is, I'm talking about 80 something young, gorgeous. Gorgeous. And guess who else going to be on the cover? I'm not supposed to tell you about this on the cover. So do not tell the publisher that I leaked this story out. Guess who else? The Honorable Mayor Adams and yours truly and my sister, my other half of Brother and Sister Production. We're on the cover. And guess what? Guess what else? I'm not supposed to leak this, but Biden has appointed a sister to a $36 trillion stock exchange. Come on, somebody. Oh, yeah, that's going to be in there also. And also on the cover is going to be, uh, you can't take them Browns nowhere. You can't take them Browns nowhere, right? Her name is Katanja Brown. Can't take them Browns nowhere. Katanja Brown Jackson. And you know what her position is? Biden put her in position. U.S. Supreme Court. Come on, some. I didn't say come on, somebody. I said, come on, somebody. Oh, my goodness. Yes. And Sharon Bone. Now, if y'all don't know, I'm not supposed to leak these stories out because these stories are nowhere else but New York Global Biz magazine. And this magazine is coming out. I'm looking. This is the cover now. Look, I'm not supposed to show you the cover now. I ain't supposed to show y'all this cover. Now, don't get me in trouble because I know y'all can keep a secret. And I ain't talking about that stuff that go under the underarms. I ain't talking about that. I know y'all can keep a secret. Well, anyway, I mean, yes, Sharon Bowen. Do you know? Do you know what happened? I mean, Biden is actually, she's the first black New York Stock Exchange, 36 trillion. I didn't say billion, I said $1 trillion. She's in the chair. This is the first, this is history. Sharon Bowen in charge of $36 trillion, the New York Stock Exchange, the first sister ever. Hello, ever. So I'm just trying to let y'all know, New York Global Biz, and you know what's on the cover also, King and Queen Radio, got that logo up in there and talking about the float for 2020, the dance festival, all that's going to be in there and plus more. And oh my goodness, we got a very sexy picture of Sabbath DJ K Fox. Every woman, the calendar, her calendar is up in there. I ain't got to tell you, her calendar is up in there. So you do not want to miss this cover. So I didn't want to blow the story, but I'm not answering that call because that was the publisher. She probably heard. So if between you and I, if you tell her I said so, I'm denying it. I'm denying it. So, and also on the cover, we got 100 Black Men. Oh, yeah. The 100 Black Men did a major dress for success for incarcerees. I mean, they sponsored all of the incarcerees that came out. They dressed them for success. I mean, when they got finished with them brothers, they looked like they was getting ready to run for politics. So big up to Terrence Byerson of 100 Black Men. We're going to have him on our show real soon, too. But I just want to keep track of the time up in here. Yo, we got to be on time up in here. Ladies and gentlemen, for no further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to know that, this is the first strong day of summer. So we got a strong brother. We got a strong brother now. And guess what his name is? Hercules Reed. Come on, let's give Hercules Reed some love up in here. Come on, somebody. How you doing there? Come on out here. Wow, the phones are. Come on, man. You be bringing the phones up like that? Come on. Yes, this is King Melvin live on King and Queen Radio. Who's calling, caller? Yes, talk to me.
Hey, what's going on, King Melvin?
Yo. Well, I'm up here with Hercules Reed, the young politician. I think he's 29 young, and he's getting ready. So he's running for the 58th district state assembly. I mean, I'm excited about with him, this brother. I'm not going to take the thunder. You called, you first. What you need to ask the brother? Talk to me.
Well, you said most of it. I guess was asking him what made him run for the district. He's being so young. Does he have a college degree?
Oh, come on.
Question. Well, education is key.
Know that you got a college degree, or you got one like King Melvin?
Oh, see, she knows she playing comedy because I'm comedy. I got a PhD, but it's a public high school diploma.
Okay.
So she getting on me about that. So she's going in.
Well, sister, the way that I grew up, the son of two Jamaican immigrants who came, here to New York, they would have it no other way than me walking away with a bachelor's at least degree. So I did go to college. I went to Delaware State University, Stokey Black College, and I studied psychology for 2 years. Then I went to City Tech, downtown Brooklyn, and I studied architecture, where I received a bachelor's and an associate's degree. And so it was actually during my time in college at City Tech, where I joined. I got elected to be the student government president at City Tech, and it was during that time where I just wanted to represent a population of people that felt underrepresented, which at the time were my architects, students, colleagues. I walked into a room of there's a lot happening behind the scenes that a lot of people are not paying attention to, and it just woke me up, and I haven't been sleeping since.
Wow. Love it.
You mentioned immigrants. Was you born here? Your parents?
So I'm born and raised here in New York, but my mom and dad are both Jamaican. My dad
Oh,
from Manchester, Jamaica, Mandeville, and my mom from Kingston. So proud Jamaican heritage right here. Shout out to Caribbean Heritage Month. We're still in the month of June. So just want to give a quick shout out to a lot of folks, like my dad, who did 32 years as a union construction worker in the city. And when they say immigrants help build this city, I think about people like my dad.
Well, thank you
okay.
so much. Thank you so much for the great call and the question. And
Oh,
we're going to
thank
talk to
you
you at
so
another time. Thank you. Get another call zip in here. Yo, man,
Yeah.
you be coming in there like that? It be phones lighting up like that?
I mean,
Yeah, come on.
you
Well,
had
I'm
you had them warmed up. You had
well,
'em
well. I'm
warmed
just
up.
saying. I'm excited about you because I got my little memorabilia here.
I saw that. I saw that.
So I'm just saying.
Yes, sir.
I'm supporting you any way I
Oh man, that's dope. And what I like is you said,
can. King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station. This is King Melvin on the Mind Tuning Talk Show. Talk to me.
Yeah, yeah. I want to know from the young man Hercules, what you gonna do different from that parent fella that I see always that was here for such a long time, but I never see him.
yeah, I mean, I've been on the ground speaking to residents in the community, and they've made it very clear that what they want is a representative, somebody who's going to be on the ground, be out there consistently, not just ask for their vote and they don't see them again. That when they come to their office, they're available, they're accessible, and they respond. And so, one of the things that I'm bringing into this conversation is I'm 29 years young. And with that, I'm bringing a lot of energy and time and the commitment to service for this community. And so I plan to show up. When they call on me and I'm available, I'll be there. For an assemblyman, for folks to know, we spend a lot of our time actually upstate New York and Albany legislating. So from January to about June, we're not really in the area, but we have what we call district leaders. And I'm running alongside, district leaders who, when I'm not in Albany, I'll be here on the ground. And when I'm in Albany, it'll be district leaders who are attending to the community.
Wow.
All right, all right. And what kind of thing initiative you have for the youth them?
For the youth, then,
Uh,
when I think about a lot of the things that are going on, we realize that people like me are sitting in these seats running for office because there were opportunities, from sports to after school programs to internships, experiential learning, traveling. You know, these are things that I want to fight for, bringing back to the young people. I think that taking away arts and culture, especially in predominantly black and brown communities like mine, these are ways that young people find to express themselves. When I think about things like financial literacy, teaching young people how to spend and earn money, right? So that if we're giving it to them, we know that they're going to turn a dollar into $10. Um, how do we give them real life experiences? And in school, I want to create ideas where we make it fun to learn again. How do we make people be able to learn and earn at the same time? That's buy-in. We got to give young people a buy-in again to understand that education is key and one of the greatest equalizers we have access to.
wow. Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness! I mean, you're listening to Hercules Reed on King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station, and I am King Melvin on the Mind Tune and Talk Radio Show. You only here because your mind got to be tuned. Now, if you had running at 29 young, you got to be tuned. You tuned into what the people need. I mean, I did my little research. You got the grassroots folks. You in tune with that. You got unions behind you. Hello, this man is a winner. You going to 50? You going for this state assembly?
Yes, State Assembly 58th District. We're representing East Flatbush, Brownsville, and RC Bush.
Wow. No, I'm impressed because when my mind, I'm gonna tell you, my mind was in this tune when it was 29 years old. Please, I'm proud of you because I'm always taking it for the young people. If you can't paint the brush. Now, this is a good example that this young man is tuned and he's on point. And he's gonna make a difference. Okay, we got another call. I'm telling you, you hot up in here, man. He's blowing up. Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you know you're listening to the Mind Tune and Talk radio show, go ahead, call it. Talk to me. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. You're on the air.
Is this King Melvin?
Yes, it's King Melvin Brown. Yes.
Okay, I can barely.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? It's better.
For the discussion with Hercules Reed.
Oh, okay. Please call it. Please talk to him. He's right here.
Pardon?
He's right here. You can talk to him. What you,
brother? How you doing?
Hi. I am excited to give a shout out to Mr. Reed, who's a very, very exciting young politician. So, you have any idea when he's going to be there?
I'm here right now.
What?
I'm here right now talking to you live
okay.
on King and Queen Radio.
Okay.
Yeah, you can ask your question. Can you ask your question?
Wait a sec. I'm having trouble hearing you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Can you ask your question? Can you hear me now? Could you ask your question? Hello?
Yeah, I say that one more time. I'm sorry.
I said, can you ask your question? Hercules Reed is in the building. He's listening to you right now.
Oh, okay. Good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to having a discussion with him and meeting with him. I think he's one of those people you could say honestly is the future of Brooklyn.
I agree. I totally agree. You got a specific question for him?
Well, I first want to find out how he feels about the election. His election is a week from today, and what is he doing to get the troops out? How does he feel about it? And then to talk about some of the groups that are behind him, because he has a very impressive group of unions and people in the community who are working hard for him. And that makes a big difference in an election like this.
Wow, I agree with you totally. So I'm going to give him a chance to answer that.
Yeah, we're feeling really good. And my thermometer of really good is the people. When we first started out this race, we knew that I've been doing the work in this community before I decided to step up and run. From the time I was a student government president in City Tech, I impacted people's lives. So much so that now as I run for the New York State Assembly all these years later, I'm bumping into residents in my community that are like, you spoke at my orientation. I remember you. You were in my freshman class in building tech. And so as a student government president representing these folks, they remember me. And back then they saw things in me that I didn't see in myself. And so now showing back up and doing this work, getting mail into these voters' mailbox, knocking on their doors, seeing them at the train stations, visiting them at their churches. We've done the work to make sure that we have the visibility and the name recognition.
You're kissing the babies too.
Oh yeah, we're shaking the hands of the babies. We're shaking the hands. It's still COVID.
Yeah, right.
But we're in a space where people are telling us we already know. We got you. We know it's time for young leaders to step up. And those confirmations on the ground is what allows me to feel good in this moment, because streets talk
all the time.
And, we obviously have to wait and see the results. But in the meantime, we're continuing to knock on doors. We're going to continue to visit churches on the weekend. We're at the poll sites, speaking to people in the community.
We have a lot happening that tells me, God's got it at this point.
Love it. Love it.
And that's why I stand on the matter. We have a lot of support from, like you said, unions, DC 37, HTC,
Wow.
The Carpenters Union,
Hmm.
Streets Pack. We've been endorsed by elected officials like the Mayor Eric Adams, Senator Kevin Parker, Assemblyman Brian Cunningham, Councilman Chiose, one of the youngest to run in the city council election last year. And, and look, the best endorsement are the folks that come out on election day and vote me into office. And so those are the endorsements that I'm truly counting on.
Well, we're going to thank you, caller, so much for calling in, and thank you for your great question. Okay, just in case you didn't know, y'all alive, not dead, at King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station. I'm King Melvin. You're talking to me live on the King and Queen Radio talk show. This is Mind Tuning Talk Radio. All right, we got strong Hercules Reed in the building. I'm so excited about this young man. I can't stand it. And I mean, look at him dressed to the nine. Come on. Come on.
Say presentation is everything.
Come on. You got that down. You got that down. But what I really like about just that you decided, I read something you said, like, they were like, what are you going to do 29 years old? And that was like, that kind of got your dandruff up, kind of like, excuse you?
Yeah. I mean, it's quite interesting how often they say it's time for young people to step up, and we don't want young people on the streets. We want them to, following their dreams and, being that next generation and all of these things. And then people like me who follow that path of, hey, I want to run for office. I'm hearing, well, you're too young. Like, I'm 29. What does that even mean? At what point is old enough?
Good for you.
At what point do you have enough experience? I've been on my local community board. I started in college as a student, organizing and advocating.
Whoa. I remember you when you was, they were trying to, like, for 3 latenesses, it was gonna mess with your grade.
Yeah, well,
come on, tell them about that.
It was so in college they have your absence policies or late policies, and as a student government president, as student government members, you get to sit in on these meetings where they create policies. But if you aren't active and engaged, these meetings will happen whether or not you're in the room.
Wow.
So I found out about one, and I said I'm going to show up, and it turned out that day they were literally making a decision on changing that particular policy and bringing the number down from 3 to like 2.
Whoa.
Where if you miss 2 classes, a professor could drop you down a letter grade.
Wow.
And for me, it was always like, wait a minute. But I realized in that moment, like, if I wasn't in the room, they would have had their own opinions and thought they were absolutely right for it, not knowing that's not reality.
Very, very true. What kind of work I think you worked with the Honorable Eric Adams when he was a borough president?
Correct.
Okay, talk to me about that. How was that?
Honestly, it was a roller coaster because for me, so much happened in such a little time. And what I mean is I started in 2019, and we know what came right after that, not long after COVID.
Right.
And so most of my fondest memories, as some could say, is actually when I became his driver during the pandemic. When everyone was told to go home and work from home, I knew that people needed help, and so did he. And so I saw him driving to a food drive all by himself one day, and I was like, you might need a driver.
Wow.
And so I reached out to my supervisor and was like, hey, can I be your driver?
Wow.
And so he has one back. And so all through 2020, it was just me and him running around the city, giving out PPE, giving out masks in NYCHA, in nursing homes, to transit workers, to nurses and doctors.
Boots on the ground.
Frontline workers, essential workers. We were making sure that they were able to help our city move in the right direction. And I was just right there. And that's where we really built our relationship.
Wonderful.
But that was a real vision of what service looks like, despite circumstances.
if you we turn getting into the close of the hour, if you in no uncertain terms, what do you want to leave the audience of King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station, on the Mind Tuning Talk Show? If you could just sum it up, what would you really like to leave with us?
Please go out and vote for Hercules Reed, Democrat, on the ballot for the New York State Assembly. 29 years young, son of two Jamaicans, a friend of the Caribbean community and the Black community here in Brooklyn, and also a fighter for all people. This is about humanity. I don't see you all as votes and addresses. I see you as my family, my community, my neighborhood. And it's time that the next generation of leaders step up. And I'm saying that I'm here. I'm here. And as I like to say, what are you going to do with this information? Are you going to support me? Are you going to invest in me and make sure that I continue down the road that we want to be on? And encourage me along the way as well. The election is on June 28th. Early voting has started. So you can vote every single day until Sunday and then again on Tuesday. And we need your support. The community needs your support. And outside of that, as your poster said, I'm just a regular guy running.
Whoa. You can hold that. You can hold that.
And I think it's time that we had more regular people elected into office.
Well, I just want to thank you from not the bottom of my heart, but from the top of my heart. Because here at King and Queen Radio, I promise, being the general manager here, I promise that King and Queen Radio been around for 30 years. They got their platform. They moving and grooving. But the Brooklyn Station, I vow to be the talk show arm of the radio station, and for King and Queen Radio Brooklyn Station to be the voice and the community. So I'm just grateful that we have this opportunity to have this young man, because you said you want to hear what's going on in the community. This is what's going on in the community.
That's right.
Hercules Reed, 58th District, running for the state Senate. You heard him. You heard him. He need all of the King and Queen Radio. We need to go out. We need to support him. We need to be at those polls. Early voting started. Y'all pretty powerful. So let's go out and make this a win. Y'all got that? Let's make this a win. So we got that?
We got that. And if you want more information about me, you want to look more about my vision, my past, my current, and what I'm looking to do for the community, check me out at HerculesReed.com. Very simple. And from there, you can find my Instagram, YouTube.
See, they ain't letting you go, big. King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station. This is the Mind Tuning Talk Radio Show. We got Hercules Reed. Yes, caller, talk to me.
Yes, good evening.
It is a good one.
Yes, I am calling in. I would like to speak with Hercules to ask him a few questions, please.
Yes, absolutely. Hercules is in the building. He's right here.
How you doing?
I am doing good. How are you, young man?
I'm doing great. It's good to talk to you.
Well, I am very proud to hear all the good things that you have accomplished and the other good thing that you are on your way to accomplish as you run for assemblyman. I am really happy for that. But I want to ask you a few questions. What made you really decide that you really want to get into politics?
Yeah, what made me decide is I've been sitting on the sidelines being an advocate, fighting for everyday people like myself and you. Seeing that we are struggling with quality transportation options, seeing that our communities often are dealing with food insecurity, understanding that the first time I saw six figures was in my student loan debt, understanding that, I'm dealing with, do I stay in my own apartment or move back home with my parents because I can't afford my rent? And then while I'm dealing with my own issues, I'm hearing others, my friends, my family, and what they're going through. Again, my parents came from Jamaica, and I have other family dealing with immigration issues and situations that they need a representative, they need a voice. And often when we go to these places, All you hear is no, I don't think it can happen, and a lot of things that doesn't give you hope. And so I decided I wanted to be someone that gave people hope. But again, it was personal situations. In 2015, I was hit by a car that ran a red light. In 2020, my grandmother died in a hospital, but she ended up in the hospital because she was in a nursing home that was understaffed. And so these are real life situations that made me want to step up and instead of complaining, um, run for office and do something.
Okay, very good. I'm very happy and proud and excited to know that there are people who are willing to go to the front line and represent others to get what they need and what they think they could do. And also another thing, I heard you are very young and there's certain things that you do. So how how would you represent the young people? I heard about the loan and all this stuff, and those are regular. How would you represent them when they come to you with problems like their school and what college they want to go if they want to go to college? Like being a council advisor. Like a school council. What do you think they would do? Are you giving them some advice to encourage them? How do you feel about that thought?
Absolutely. I'm here because of mentors. I'm here because people sat me down and guided me and directed me from all walks of life and all ages. And so I believe in mentorship, and so that'll be something that I push. Peer-to-peer mentorship, but also mentorship from an older individual to a younger that has experience. But also for our young people, like you mentioned, listening to them. A lot of them feel like nobody's been listening. And quite frankly, we go to these meetings, we go to these town halls, we go to these spaces, and we know who's not in the room. It's young people. And so I will be catering to those audiences where we have a young people's town hall where we bring them into the room and say, what do you care about? What is on your agenda? And how do we push them forward? It's all about empowerment because, quite frankly, when we look at our education system that I believe has been failing on young people when they leave without good reading and writing levels, I think back to slavery times where they kept education from us because they knew that would give us our power back. We'd feel like we belong and we are someone. And so when our kids leave school not knowing how to be empowered, they look for that power in the streets. They look for that power somewhere else. And sometimes that comes in the form of a gun. And then we wonder why did that kid feel they needed to go down that road. And so we have to invest in our education system, create more meaningful ways to teach our young people, and also encourage them, because that is the only way. And so young people are my heart. It's one of the reasons I am running, because I am young, and I understand what they're going through as much as I understand your struggle and how you lay down the road for us to be here right now, and we have to continue that fight.
Well, with that caller, I want to thank you so
Yes,
much.
thank you very much. I'm not
Are you
finished
gonna
yet.
vote
I
for
just
me?
want to do a little piece more, then I will be done. I'm so excited and proud of him
Are you gonna
that I
vote for
need
me?
to speak a little bit more. And I'm going to finish to give somebody else an opportunity. But that is very, very good. And that is
Are
a great way for them to know that they have someone who can speak with them, speak up for them, speak to them, and with them and their family. And also, I just want to say thanks to King Marvin because he also won for councilman, I think it was 1980, right in Brooklyn. And that was really awesome. So thank you very much. And you're doing an awesome job. And just keep keep on doing what you're doing and don't give up because that could be one of the reasons why you were alive. We are alive to solve problems and to help each other with situations. So thank you so much.
are you gonna vote for me?
Well, I will encourage them too. I'm not in Brooklyn. I
Oh,
will
okay.
encourage them too. Yeah, I'm not in Brooklyn.
That's it. Tell the
Yeah,
folks
but
in East
I will
Flatbush,
encourage them to
Brownsville, and
vote for you.
Canarsie. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Blessings. Wow, wow. I just want you to stay right here. I don't want you to go. I mean, these phones are hot. Y'all know we got this game going on, Black Innovations. Now you know you got to talk about three inventions. Just three. If you're calling for three inventions, that you hear, then you can actually win a prize. You can win a prize. That's the 5-star restaurant. Oh, yeah, just 3. I just need 3. 3 inventions. You're listening to Hercules Reed right here, running for politics. Keep it locked right
The
here. We need some
generator,
more questions.
refrigerator, lubricators, and the elevator. The black man is a great creator. From the minds of blacks came bed racks, signals for train tracks, and the smokestack. The egg beater, the home heater, ice cream so life would be sweeter. A cure for smallpox, the U.S. mailbox. The black mind is as strong as an ox. The hand stamp, the electric lamp. When it comes to inventing, blacks are champs. The clothes dryer, the extinguisher for the fire. Peanut butter, the biscuit cutter, the lunch pail, the portable scale, the harpoon for the whale, the key ring. Looks like blacks invented everything. Blacks are able. This is not a fable. We even invented the kitchen table, the auto fishing reel, the envelope seal, the train alarm to keep us from harm, motors for cars, guitars for rock stars, the rocket catapult so we can reach Mars, the dustpan, the doorstop, the pressure cooker, and the mop. And let it be told, a black man invented the commode, the traffic signal for the road, and the ice cream mold, the fruit press, the printing press. Without blacks, this nation would be in a mess. The medicine tray, the electric railway, reparations, you know they should pay. Horse saddles, rockets for battle, apparatus for roping cattle, the disposable needle, a discharge for torpedoes, the insect gun to kill the mosquito, the record player on to hear the Beatles, the player piano, the remote control to change the channel, the video commander, nothing could be grander.
John, with your
Ear clips, potato chips, airships for scenic trips, the lemon squeezer, oh what a pleaser. Sugar refinement, not an easy assignment. Bottle caps, jock straps, so the athlete can make his laps. The sweeper for the street, the brush and comb to look neat, the folding chair, the auto transmission for changing gear, the wrench, the typewriter, invented by blacks to make the workload lighter. Blood plasma and rods for the curtain. Without these inventions, it's certain we'd be hurting. The baby buggy, the air conditioner when it's muggy, the gas burner, and stainless steel pads, invented by blacks. Aren't you glad? The bicycle frame, the golf tee to enhance the game, window cleaner, the sprinkler to make the lawn greener, the clothes dresser, the folding bed, invented by blacks. You heard what I said.
All right. Just in case you know we getting ready to wind down, I just want you to know, just in case if you did not hear all of it, we winding up to the top of the hour, and we got Hercules Reed in the house, and I just want y'all to know we want to thank all the callers that called in and shot questions to him. I mean, some serious questions. Y'all some hard people out there. Y'all was we had to have the baseball bats out to hit some of them home runs out there. But we want to thank you for tuning in to the Mind Tuning Radio Talk Show at the King and Queen Radio Brooklyn Station. And we want to give Hercules Reed the last word because it's an impressive track record he has. And we inviting him down to our major sponsor because our sponsor, Hourglass Bistro, West 46th Street between 8th and 9th. He explained that this young man is good for Brooklyn. So I want to give him a shout out. Thank you for being one of our sponsors at King and Queen Radio Brooklyn Station. And thanks for turning us on to this young man doing a great job for Brooklyn, running for the 58th District State Assembly. I want you to come down and celebrate because we already know you got this. So it'll be great for you to come down at the King and Queen at the comedy meets singer songwriter. It'll be great. The 29th you can have access to, or July the 6th.
Well, my birthday is actually July the 2nd.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'll actually be turning 30 uh, 4 or 5 days after this election.
Wow, wow, wow. So y'all go out and he asked you the main thing. He said is about the people coming to the polls.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. So
that's my birthday present, y'all. Come to the
yes.
polls.
What a birthday
For
present.
my birthday, for my 30th birthday, my ask is that you all show up and vote for Hercules Reed, the 58 Assembly District, to represent East Flatbush, Brownsville, and Canarsie. You got my back. I got your back.
I love that. But that being said, I know we getting ready to get to the top of the hour. We just want to thank you so much for your busy schedule coming over to King Queen Radio Brooklyn Station. And you're not no stranger here. You're not no stranger. I did politics, so this is family. So
yeah, family now.
yes. So yes, it was a pleasure to just see bring back to my roots. What I was doing. Knocking on doors, going to the churches. And I was able to kiss the babies, but you had to bump the fit. Yeah, no, because COVID. Yeah. So you're doing all the right thing. When I heard that, it brought back the memory. Said, wow, he's out there at the train station. That was fun. Being out there with the people, knocking on them doors, going up and down them, man, and getting them petitions. Oh, it's a wonderful process because that's what I like, boots on the ground. Yeah. See, not about that Ivy Tower stuff. It's boots on the ground. I like the system. You said, if I'm in Albany, you're going to have a system where you're going to have some districts, right? Touching base with people. See, that is a plan, opposed to, and I love what you say. You're not just going to see me on voting time. I'm going to be out there, and I'm going to be out there in the street. That's huge because, everybody got that stigma. Yeah. We don't see nobody until it's
time to vote.
See, you fixing that. I love it.
Yep. And I'm looking forward to it for what it's worth. Like, I think these people deserve that.
Oh, for sure.
These people, they're my people.
Yes.
And if we do not understand that, again, we are in this together. When we win together. When we lose together. It's about how do we finally get to move our communities forward. And I'm one man, but I'm willing to. I tell my community all the time, like, I'm not here to make any promises. People always say, "Well, what's your plans? And then after I give them my plans, the next thing is like, "Well, we've heard that before." I'm like, then why'd you ask? But so I've started to tell people, like, look, I'm not making any promises to you. I have a vision, yes.
Sure.
You can go check it out.
Sure.
But the only promise I make,
is
that I will fight every day.
Wow, that's a good one. That's a good one. On that note, we want to let you get back to your busy campaign schedule, and we want to thank you and your campaign manager for bringing you Tamara. Am I saying that right? Okay, Tamara, we want to thank you so much for making sure this gentleman got here on time. I mean, not CP time, on time. You got a good manager there. Yeah. Oh, yes. So thank you so much, and Godspeed with you. Yes. This is King and Queen Radio.
Okay.
This is King and Queen Radio. You almost missed them, but you got Hercules Reed here. Talk to me, caller.
Yes. This is King and Queen Radio.
Okay. Yes. Hi.
Hello. How you doing?
Okay. Hi. How are you, King? I'm Kay. I'm speaking to the young, dynamic next city councilman or a senator. Or what are you going to be?
Assemblyman. New York State Assemblyman.
Assemblyman. Okay. Terrific. So, Hercules, you're young and you are determined, and that's a good thing. And what you are doing with the school system is good, because I know the current mayor now will put Black history in the schools, correct?
Yes.
Curriculum? Yes, fine. And what you are doing, are you working with young people now?
Me? I've been working with young people always, and I will forever. They have my heart. And one of the things that I've been doing over time is actually going back to career days and other opportunities in schools to tell my success story. even though I'm only 29 and 27, I think it's important for them to see examples of what success looks like at even a young age. So I spend a lot of time.
Okay, that is terrific because I know in a lot of the school areas now, they have more so than ever before this summer. They need support, uh, especially during this school break.
Right.
Right. So, are you working with any particular facility or center to work with them, regardless of the outcome of your hello?
Yeah. As of right now, I don't have any direct connection relationships. Like I meet with schools and principals and students from schools, but once I win, these are programs that we want to implement where over the summer we have educational opportunities as well as during the winter time. So it's not just when school's in session that these young people have access to things like free tutoring, mentorship opportunities, financial literacy courses, um, arts and culture programming, things of that nature.
Well, I just believe that you're on the right track, and chances are you will win. And you're a winner regardless. And if you want to get more involved with the school system and other programs, I think that your radio interview with King Melvin is awesome. I think that a relationship can be built there because he's doing some things for uh, youth, runaway foster children, and more. So,
All right. Sounds like a plan. I'm looking forward to doing this work and working especially on behalf of our future, which is our young people.
Thank you, caller, so much for that great question. Thank you so much. God bless you. All right, yo, what? What? Here you go. I mean, they can't let you out of the building, baby. That's a beautiful thing.
Keyboard, black inventions are very broad. The helicopter for flight and military might, the fire escape ladder, the urinalysis machine for the bladder, the digital toaster, the roller coaster, the guided missile, the holder for toilet tissue, a fountain pen to write an epistle, a planter for corn, the best thing since the horn, the furniture caster, your cell phone to communicate faster, the radiation detector, the doorknob and lock as a property protector, the mask for the gas, the mower for the grass, a sharpener for your pencil, a pastry fork, what a utensil, the horseshoe, the human shoe. Without blacks, what would we do? The bridle bit to keep the horse on course, the children of Africa. Oh, what a resource!
Yes. That's going to be 29 for the July 6th. All right.
The generator, refrigerator, lubricators, and the elevator. The black man is a great creator. From the minds of blacks came bed racks, signals for train tracks, and the smokestack. The egg beater, the home heater, ice cream so life would be sweeter. A cure for smallpox, the U.S. mailbox. The black mind is as strong as an ox. The hand stamp, the electric lamp. When it comes to inventing, blacks are champs. The clothes dryer, the extinguisher for the fire. Peanut butter, the biscuit cutter, the lunch pail, the portable scale, the harpoon for the well, the key ring. Looks like blacks invented everything. Blacks are able. This is not a fable. We even invented the kitchen table, the auto fishing reel, the envelope seal, the train alarm to keep us from harm, motors for cars, guitars for rock stars, the rocket catapult so we can reach Mars, the dustpan, the doorstop, the pressure cooker, and the mop. And let it be told, A black man invented the commode, the traffic signal for the road, and the ice cream mold.
Just in case you
The
didn't
fruit
know,
press,
this is the
the
King and
printing
Queen
press.
Radio Show,
Without
Brooklyn
blacks,
Station.
this nation would
You're
be in a
live
mess.
right here
The medicine
on the
trade,
Mind Tuning
the
Talk Radio
electric
Show. We
railway,
just
reparations, you know
Hercules,
they should pay.
we just left the
Horse
building.
saddles,
We want to thank all
rocket
y'all for
scuttle,
calling in. It
apparatus
was a
for
wonderful
roping
power night.
cattle,
We want to
the
thank
disposable needle,
Michael
a discharge
Froman
for
Hart
torpedoes,
for
the insect
explaining
gun
to
kill
us
the
about
mosquito,
the
record player.
incredible brain injuries. We want to thank him for being on, and we thank Hercules for being our political guest. And we wish both of them blessings and success. This is King and Queen Radio, King Melvin on the Mind Tuning Radio Talk Show.
Bottle caps, jock straps.
I need
so
three.
The athlete
I need
can make
three.
his laps.
Three
The sweeper
inventions.
for
If
the
I get
street,
three
the
inventions, you
brushing
can
comb to
win
look neat,
a gift
the
certificate
folding
from
chair,
our
the auto
sponsor,
transmission for changing gear, the wrench, the typewriter,
Hourglass
invented by
Beef,
blacks
beef
to make the
Stroke, a
workload lighter,
5-star
blood
restaurant.
plasma, and
I just
rods
need
for the
three.
curtain. Without these inventions, it's certain we be hurting. The baby buggy, the air conditioner when it's muggy, the gas burner, and stainless steel pads invented by blacks. Aren't you glad? The bicycle frame, the golf tee to enhance the game, window cleaner, the sprinkler to make the lawn greener, the clothes dresser, the folding bed, invented by blacks. You heard what I said. The ironing board, the scooter board, the stand for the keyboard. Black inventions are very broad. The helicopter for flight and military might, the fire escape ladder, the urinalysis machine for the bladder, the digital toaster, the roller coaster, the guided missile, the holder for toilet tissue, a fountain pen to write an epistle, a planter for corn, the best thing since the horn, the furniture caster, the cell phone to communicate faster, the radiation detector, the doorknob and lock as a property protector, the mask for the gas, the mower for the grass, a sharpener for your pencil, a pastry fork, what a utensil, the horseshoe, the human shoe. Without blacks, what would we do? The bridle bit to keep the horse on course, the children of Africa. Oh, what a resource!
All right. I just need three. I just need three. Three inventions. If you call in three inventions, you can win that gift certificate. You just need to call in 718-253-4239. That number again. 718-253-4239. Just three inventions. We got a little about maybe 3-4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go. So you're listening to me at King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station. This is the Mind Tuning Talk Radio Show. We want to just say we had an incredible, if Ed Sullivan was here, he would say, we had a really, really big shoe. We had a really big shoe today. We had Michael from Frompenhoff from the brain injury, and he was really, really good, really good. And we also had a young man that's running for politics, the 58th Assembly District in Brooklyn. A really, really fine young man. A really, really fine young man. So that's my Ed Sullivan impression. So just in case y'all didn't know, I'm here every Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. And I'm a singer-songwriter, pastor, and a philosopher of the new philosophy called the Mind Tuning Philosophy. And it's simple. If your mind is out of tune, your life will be out of tune. So this is King Melvin Brown live right here at Brooklyn Queens Radio, Brooklyn Station. So keep it locked right here. And if you need to know anything about opportunities, I'm the general manager here. So please give me a call so we can let you know about all the great opportunities. So keep it locked right here. And if anybody ever asks you, what is the greatest radio station in the world? You know what you need to say. King and Queen Radio. Keep it locked right here. I'm going to go out with this song. People like this song. So I said, I'm going to go out with this song because I'm going to have to do this song on my next gig because this is going to be the hot single that my booking agent said it will hit the charts. So see what you think about it. All right? Check it out. I want to tell you about this song. Yeah, this song is about, when you see that female that's checking you out, and she's checking you out. That's what this song is all about. I want to thank Elohim for dropping the beat.
Night. I'll see you next week. Keep it locked right here. If anybody asks you, the best radio station in the world, you know the answer. King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station. And I'm King Melvin, and I'm on Tuner Radio Talk Show. Good night, and as always, there's much love for you right here.
Baby, baby, the eyes don't lie, so don't deny you want me to. Like I want you, you want me, baby, baby. What are we gonna do? Just me and you, baby, baby. We got to do what grown folks do, just me and you. 'Cause I'm feeling you like you feeling me, so let's get free. You do me, and I do you, baby, baby. My eyes like what they see. You a cutie and a beauty. Look at those lips, those sexy, sexy hips, baby, baby. Yeah. I want you like you want me. What are we gonna do with this electricity between we? I got an idea. You touch me and I touch you. Squeeze me, love me, don't tease me. I want you like you want me, so please me. Don't tease me, but love me and please me. Whoa, baby, I want you, I need you. Whoa, baby, I got to have you, baby, baby. I want you like you want me, baby, baby. Let's do what grown folks do, me and you, baby, baby.